You know that moment when you finally understand something you've been chasing for years and suddenly everything clicks? That's exactly what happened to me recently when I finally saw how manifestation really works, especially when it comes to love and relationships. And I promise, once you understand what I'm about to share, you'll never look at love, desire, or rejection in the same way again. Here's the truth most people never get. You're not manifesting a person. You're manifesting a state of being. A version of yourself who naturally experiences the love you want. That's it. Everything else, the doubts, the waiting, the wondering if it's working, is just noise from your old story trying to keep you stuck where you are. See, from the time we were born, we picked up stories about what love is. Maybe you saw your parents fight and decided that love always hurts. Maybe you were ignored or abandoned and decided that you aren't someone people choose. Or maybe every time something started to feel good, your brain whispered, "Don't get too comfortable. This never lasts." That voice, the one that doubts, the one that says you're not enough, that's not your intuition. That's your old identity trying to protect itself. It's your ego repeating the story it was programmed with years ago. It's saying, "Stay here. This is familiar. Even if it's painful, at least it's safe." And that's the real reason manifesting love can feel so hard. You're not fighting reality. You're fighting your own reflection. Because the truth is, you never attract what you want. You attract what you are. And what you are is shaped by the beliefs you carry about yourself. If deep down you believe love is unpredictable or that people always leave, your subconscious will keep proving you right. Not because the universe is cruel, but because it's obedient. Reality is only ever mirroring your assumptions. But the moment, and I mean the exact moment, you drop the belief that something is missing or that love has to come from outside you, everything changes. The universe rearranges itself around that knowing. Think of it like this. Imagine you ordered something online. You don't sit around wondering if the delivery person remembers your house or if your order got lost. You just know it's on the way. You go about your day because you trust the process. That's what your desire deserves, that same quiet confidence. You decide, you persist, and you let life deliver. When you think of the person you want, don't put them on a pedestal. Don't see them as the one. Just ask yourself, what version of me would they naturally want to be with? Now become that version. Not for them, but because that version is your true self, already waiting underneath all those old fears. It's not even about getting them anymore. It's about realizing that love is already your nature. You were love before you even learned the word. The only reason it feels distant is because you've been identifying with the mask, the one who doubts, the one who chases, the one who waits. Drop that mask. Step into the version of you who already knows they're chosen. You see, manifestation is not a battle against your old story. It's simply remembering who you are before you believed in separation, rejection, or lack. If you truly believed you were the source of your reality, would you still feel desperate for love? Or would you smile knowing that it's impossible for love to not show up because you're already magnetic to it? Let me say this clearly. You don't need healing to manifest love. You don't need to dig up your past or fix every wound. You only need to stop giving meaning to the story that you're broken or that love takes effort. Your healing happens automatically when you stop identifying with the version of you that needs love to feel complete. Love doesn't come to you when you earn it. It comes when you remember you've been it all along. Take a second and imagine what it would feel like to be in your ideal relationship right now. Not as a fantasy, but as something that's real, that already exists. How would you walk? How would you talk? How calm and secure would you feel knowing that you're deeply loved, fully chosen, fully appreciated? Now hold that feeling. That right there is the key. You don't manifest by forcing affirmations or chasing signs. You manifest by living from that state again and again until reality can't help but match it. The ego might fight back at first. It'll throw old memories at you, whisper things like, "But last time didn't work," or "What if they don't love you?" Don't argue with it, just smile. Because that's proof a shift is happening. The ego is losing control. It's panicking because you're stepping out of the box it built to keep you safe. But here's the secret no one tells you. Safety doesn't come from control. It comes from trust. The moment you stop needing proof, life starts flowing again. Every time you slip back into overthinking or fear, remind yourself, this is just my old story resurfacing. It has no power unless I react. And instead of spiraling, go back to the state of the wish fulfilled, not as something far away, but as something that already is. Here's what changed everything for me. I realized manifestation isn't about changing the world. It's about seeing through the illusion that it ever needed changing in the first place. Because reality has no choice but to follow your inner assumptions. The world outside is your mind painted onto the canvas of life. If you think love is distant, you'll see distance. If you assume love is easy and natural, it'll suddenly start showing up effortlessly. You'll notice little things first. Maybe random people start treating you better. Your self-talk becomes kinder, you feel lighter, and suddenly, that specific person you once worried about just appears. But this time, the energy is different. Because you're different. You're finally vibrating at the frequency of being chosen. You've stopped wondering whether they'll love you because you already know that they do. Once you grasp this, manifestation stops being about techniques, right? You can visualize, script, affirm, all of that is beautiful, but those are just tools. The real magic happens when you believe your desire is natural and inevitable. So stop waiting. Stop checking the 3D world for signs. The 3D is always one step behind. It's old news. If you don't see movement yet, that doesn't mean nothing's happening. That just means your new reality is loading. When you decide you are loved, you are chosen, you are worthy, reality has to catch up. It's a law. And I know sometimes you'll wake up and the old fears will still echo a little. That's okay. Be gentle with yourself. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to not believe those fears anymore. Treat them like background noise while you stay focused on your end. Keep choosing the feeling of it's done. Keep walking as the version of you who already has what they want. Keep trusting your desire because it was never random. It was placed in your heart for a reason because it already exists. You're not chasing anything. You're remembering what's already yours. And when your mind tries to complicate it, come back to simplicity. Love is natural. You are love. Everything else is just an old story losing power. Think of how peaceful life feels when you know you don't have to chase, fix, or prove anything. That's what manifestation really is, a return to peace. The love you seek on the outside is just a reflection of the peace you're cultivating within. Before you know it, that person, that idea of the one, they'll show up, but they'll feel familiar because they were always a reflection of the love you finally accepted in yourself. So here's my reminder to you today. You don't manifest love. You remember it. And once you remember, the world has no choice but to reflect it back to you in every face, every gesture, every moment. That's the real game of beliefs. Not forcing reality, but finally trusting it. Not chasing love, but becoming love. And when that shift happens within you, everything else becomes effortless. I hope this helped you. I will meet you with another video soon. Happy manifesting.